Hey everyone, today's video is sponsored by Walmart, and the focus today, as evidenced by the title above my head, is clean beauty, or some call it mindful beauty. I don't get a ton of requests, but I do get a consistent amount over time asking me to do a video specifically on clean beauty. And at first, I have to admit, I was kind of put off by it. I have tried clean beauty years ago before it was a thing, and I didn't have great luck with it. But it's been years, and as I did the research for this video, I realized that I actually own most of the products you're gonna see in this video. I only had to purchase a few things. And it's not just relegated to random independent beauty brands. All of what you're gonna see here can be found at Walmart. Now, I didn't just take Walmart's word for it. They do have a dedicated page for mindful beauty or mindful makeup. I did go to quite a few independent clean beauty websites to confirm and do research on all of these products. They are all listed there. Some of these brands surprised me. So without further ado, let's get my hair put back and start putting on some makeup. Everything that I'm using, everything that I'm wearing is listed down in the description box below, as always, in the order in which I apply it. I apologize in advance for the lighting. We have a very cloudy, breezy day, so the sun is coming in and out, in and out. All right, first things first, just like all of my makeup, I start with a corrector under my eyes. But today I am using something new to me. This is the Maybelline Master Camo Color Correcting Pen. I have it in apricot, and I admit when I first put this on, I was a little apprehensive because it is very apricot. That's why I recommend that you put this on before you put on foundation, because it's correcting. So it will address the blueness under your eyes, and then the foundation will go over it and kind of help blend it in. And I'm gonna pat this with my finger. I have used it with a brush. I feel like I can get it to really blend in and become one with my skin a little bit better using a finger. As you can see, it's blended in, but you can still see the color corrective properties. Don't worry, keep watching, it'll all come together. Now for foundation, my gut reaction was to reach for my go-to, which is the L'Oreal Paris Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. It has quite a name, but I wanted to switch it up a bit because I didn't realize Revlon has won some awards recently for their clean beauty. So I grabbed this one. It's the Revlon Color Stay Foundation Normal Dry in 180 Sand Beige. I'm hoping that this still matches me. We'll make it work. Had some recent maskne. Always fun. Hadn't really had too much of that recently, and it finally caught up with me. Just gonna pat in that foundation. It's probably a little dark for me, but I like how it warms up my skin, so we're gonna keep it. Now on to conceal. So two different concealers. I have one for blemishes, which I have a few right now, and for that, sticking with Maybelline, it's the Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer. I have it in the shade Light. I'm just gonna pop that on to some troublesome areas. I'm gonna let that sit for a second before I blend that in. It gets a little more opaque, a little better coverage. All concealers, not just that one. And then for under my eyes, I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. A little goes a long way, so I made sure I scraped it off. And I am wearing it in the shade Fair Beige. Now it's time to set everything. So I picked up two powders. One I'd actually had and I gave away, and I regret that, so I repurchased it. One is the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Loose Setting Powder. And then the other one that I picked up is the Almay Loose Finishing Powder. This comes in a variety of shades too. I picked it up in light medium, which again is a little too dark for me technically. They also have a light, and then they also have a deeper shade. But sometimes I like using this to add a little more, like I said, warmth to my face. However, this is mattifying, and I don't want mattifying right now. So I'm gonna stick with the Revlon. Just gonna tap some into the lid. Use a little under my eye. Very little amount under the eye. And then with a big fluffy brush, set everything else. It would have been pretty easy for me to do this video, just pick one brand. I could have done one clean beauty brand and stuck with it, but I did want to show you how many options you have. So an old favorite, and definitely in the clean beauty category, is Physicians Formula, their butter bronzer. I have it in the older packaging. They've released it in new packaging, which probably tells me it's time to go get a new one, especially because I've hit pan on this guy. I just have it in the original bronzer shade. Now for highlighter and blush, I picked up almost the entire collection, the new e.l.f. Bite-Size Face Duos. I actually placed the order online for pickup at Walmart and it was super fast. And I'm debating between these 3 shades. I have it in Lychee, which is probably my favorite. But then I also have Spiced Apple, I'm thinking more fall, and Watermelon, which you would think would be really bright, but it has sort of a, almost like a, I don't know, kind of. So I don't always match my makeup to my outfit, but I kind of also want to bring in a fall look, so I'm leaning towards Spiced Apple. I'm just going to start with the highlighter from Spiced Apple. If it's too dark, I can always layer with one of the other options. I really like these highlighters because they're not crazy bright. It's a nice subtle, that's pretty. We're gonna keep that. And then pop on the blush. These are so cute. I'm always a sucker for a blush that could kind of double as a bronzer, and I would say that Spiced Apple, if you're very fair, meets that criteria. That's it for the face products. Now moving on to the eyes. First, of course, eyebrows. And this is an old favorite, didn't have to go far to find this in my bathroom collection. This is the Wet n Wild Retractable Brow Pencil, and I have it in the shade Ash Brown. I love that it has a spoolie on one end, and then the pencil itself is like a flat, it's a flat tip, so you can make wide strokes or turn it on its side and make more hair-like strokes. I have it upright for the narrow side here, and then I turn it sideways to kind of fill in the top and the tail. And then of course, to hold them in place, one of my all-time my favorite, let's just call it what it is, my favorite brow mascara, the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Blonde. What I really like is that ash brown is a little dark. It's not too dark, but it is a little dark. And then the blonde pigment from the mascara, brow mascara, kind of takes it down a bit. Let's get on to the eyes, just making sure there's no foundation in there. I am sticking with e.l.f. for the eyes. How could you not? It's such a great brand, clean or not. And then these little bite-sized quads are amazing. Now in honor of fall, I did pick up the only one I didn't already own, which is Pumpkin Pie. Look at these colors. I mean, this is just fall in a quad. But then I also am kind of leaning towards Carnival. Not going to be reaching for that blue, although I'm looking at my dress and I do see pops of blue in there that this would be kind of fun. So I think I'm gonna just go into both of these. I don't think these palettes are necessarily made to be standalone looks all by themselves because they're so small, you can pop, honestly, the whole collection into your bag and it won't take up any room at all. I am going to start with this shade in the crease. Then I'm going to dip into the Carnival palette and go for that kind of rusty brown shade and put that also in the crease and a little bit into the outer corner as well. Now these are really pigmented. I am purposefully barely tapping my brush in and I'm holding my brush way far back so that there is very little pigment transferred, or not as much as there could be, just to keep things kind of light. Back with the original fluffy brush and that original color. And I'm just gonna go over that one more time just to bring those colors out a little bit and blend them. Then with a little smudger brush, this is a really old one from e.l.f. Just gonna take that same original crease color and run it under the lash line. I've swatched both of the metallic shades from the Pumpkin Pie palette on my wrist, and the one that's on the bottom, to me, I like just a little bit more. They're really, really, really similar. I am going to put them on with a fluffy brush to start, or it, not them, just to diffuse that color a little bit. Just patting that. If I used a flat brush, it would really pack on the color, which is fine, but I want it a little more subtle. It's really, really a pretty color. I'm going back into my highlighter blush palette. I'm using the highlighter part, and I'm just gonna pop that in the middle of my lid. Then with a flat shader brush, I'm going back into the Carnival palette for the matte kind of cream shade. And I'm just kind of cleaning up here a little bit. I'm gonna take a really big fluffy brush and with that same brow shade, just kind of clean up the edges a little bit. To finish up the eyes, of course, I need mascara, and this is brand new from L'Oreal. I haven't even opened the tube yet. This is their Air Volume Mega Mascara. I have it in Blackest Black in the washable version. I'm really excited to try this. My current favorite drugstore mascara is also from L'Oreal. It's their Lash Paradise, but this, it smells good. Has a very similar brush, I would say. Very densely packed with the bristles. Let's pop it on the lower lashes first. I like how the bristles are gripping the lower lashes. Can we just talk about this packaging for a minute before I get to my upper lashes? It's obviously really pretty with this rose gold metallic packaging, but it's also flat when you turn it sideways. I just love that. I love how it would fit in a drawer or a bag that way. Little details. All right, let's try it on the upper lashes. I really like this brush. I like how it grips. First impression is very good. Obviously, I haven't worn it longer than 10 seconds, so I don't know how it's gonna do during the day. But I would say definitely gives volume, length. Love the blackness of it. I have to say it's also buildable and it doesn't get clumpy. Very impressive. And to finish off the look, I could have done the whole video using products from this line. It's from Burt's Bees. It's their liquid lipstick. They have some great shades. I've been using this every time I put on lipstick in the last week and a half or so. My only complaint is I wish they had more lighter shades. This is, I think, the lightest of the shade options, and then it gets progressively deeper. I have it in Tidal Taupe. Now this is a liquid lipstick, but it's not what you think of. It's not the kind that dries matte and flat and tight. It stays, it doesn't fully set, but it does have great longevity. I probably shouldn't be talking while I put it on, so give me 1 second. I should say it also smells delicious. Well, there you have it. There is my full, easy, quick, fully clean beauty look. All the products are from Walmart. If you are interested, please check out the description box below. I've listed everything I used, the shades that I used. Before I say goodbye, I do want to mention what is on my nails. Also from Walmart. This is from Allie Janszen, a line you know that I love. It's from their Pure line. And I want to say this is called Soothing Slate. Could be wrong. It's in the description box. It's a beautiful color. They have a pale blue that is stunning. But I just felt like getting into the more darker, deeper colors as we get into October. So that is it. Thank you again to Walmart for sponsoring this video. Thanks to all of you for watching. Let me know if you have used any of the products that I mentioned or if you have some other clean beauty favorites. Leave those in the comments below. As always, thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.